Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday morning. So, we got a real easy one today. Angry Prepper had put up a video, earlier this week, about what $300 worth of groceries cost, or what $300 worth of groceries will get you in New York City. Okay. And I don't know about anybody else, but I was pretty much dumbfounded to hear what he was paying and how little he got for 300 bucks. So, yesterday or day before, I think it was, Alaska Prepper, Rudy went up and he did the same thing and went and did his grocery challenge. And for $300, I think he came up 350 or something like that. And what he was able to get. And so Rudy threw the challenge out to all of us to, if we had a channel, say what $300 worth of groceries would get you. Now, so I did it. Now, mind you, I'm in Tennessee. I'm not in the big city of New York, and I'm not in, Fairbanks, Alaska, where obviously things are more expensive just because it's Alaska and shipping will get you. Okay, so I'm middle of the country for the most part. But there is no way on God's green earth I could buy $300 worth of groceries that Mrs. Pinball and I would eat. Not before. I've got storage space, I've got preps, everything. I don't have room for more of it right now. So we bought to fill in the freezers and for our regular groceries and everything like that. So what I'm going to show you is $189.11 in groceries. So it's not even 2/3 of what these guys are paying. But it'll give you a real good idea of the difference in grocery prices around. And I'll show you some of the things and tell you what I paid for them so that you can kind of get a look at the difference of what Jason's paying, what Rudy's paying, and what I'm paying in three completely different areas of the country. So, without further ado, I'm going to get off my chair and I'm going to go over to the kitchen and I will show you what we got. All right, guys. So to start, that's what $189 worth of groceries looks like in Tennessee. Okay. It's a little bigger pile than I think what Jason got, but then again, like I said, I'm not in New York City. So let's kind of take a look at some of this stuff, okay? And it's not like we bought cheap stuff or anything like that. There's a couple of pounds of cherries, a bunch of plums, onions, Roma tomatoes, 10 pounds of potatoes, Dr. Pepper, Canada Dry, gallon of milk. So the gallon of milk is the first one I wanted to talk about. Paid $3.19 for a gallon of milk. Okay, so kind of go from there. Loaf of bread, couple of packages of English muffins. Personally, I like these English muffins better than anything else I've tried, so we get a bunch of these and keep these things for breakfast. Cheese. There's quite a bit of cheese here. There is 9 of these. Okay, 3 Colby Jack, 3 mozzarella, 3 pepper jack. As you can see, $1.99 a piece. There's 2 pounds of shredded American cheese, a couple of dozen eggs, and then we get into the interesting parts, okay? Meat. So, Johnsonville Polish kielbasa, $1.99, got one of those. Johnsonville bratwursts, okay? There's what, 5 in the package, 6 in the package, $1.49, okay? Usually I'll see those, they're what, $4.50 a piece. Like, okay, bought 6 of them. They'll go in the freezer. They'll be around for summer. Not a problem. Here's the big one everybody likes to do. Bacon. Okay. This is market bacon. These are, how much is in here? 3.05 pounds at $1.99 a pound. So $6 for 3 pounds of bacon. That'll give you a little bit of difference of what they're paying. Now, granted, it's not the pre-cooked stuff. This is your just regular old bacon. Hillshire Farm roast beef, $1.79 for lunch meat. I think that's a decent price. This is where I always score, and this is what went on to yesterday's video. The cost of pork loin, okay? Now, if you see on there, that one's 11 pounds, $1.99. That one is 11.6 pounds, a little bit bigger, $1.99. So I got 23 pounds of pork loin here for $45, okay? I think that's a pretty good price. Chicken breasts, Okay, if we see this one, they were on special. Got 3 packs of these, 15 pounds, 99 cents a pound for bone-in chicken breast. Okay, not going to find that at anywhere else. I mean, that's a great price. Dinner tonight, Mrs. Pinball wanted to try this. We got 10 pounds of crab cakes, okay, for $10. So $1 a pound for crab cakes. I don't think that's too bad. 2 pounds of tilapia for $7. So again, you can see I'm not getting killed on meat, and a lot of this will go into preps for storage for, eventually we'll go through it, but, I've got a couple chest freezers, and there's a little bit of space in them because stuff we've eaten out of it, and we'll go. Snack foods, Cheez-Its, Little Debbie apple pies, a couple of boxes of Eggos, some candy. What are these? Some cookies, some German cookies that she likes, Stroop waffle, Sara Lee pound cake, 3 pounds, 4 pounds of sugar, these little Cracker Barrel snacks, which are always good for a quick lunch, at 50 cents a pop, okay? Those are great little snacks. And I needed to put some corn that I've got to rotate down into the using pantry from the storage pantry. So that is nowhere near $300 worth of food. That's $189 worth of food. So you can almost double what I have here and figure that's $300. So if you watched Angry Preppers or Alaska Preppers videos, you can see the cost of food is significantly different in different places. Oh, and I wanted one quick thing, if y'all didn't notice that. That is not Smithfield Farms pork either, it's Hormel. So I'm not supporting the Chinese in regards to that one. So that was kind of the tip on that part. So there is what, like I said, $189 worth of groceries looks like in Tennessee. All right, now I'll move back over to my chair. Okay, so now I'm back into my little throne here, and I can kind of give you the last nuts and bolts of it. Now, the difference is, as Jason put in his video, he was shopping at the upscale organic store. Okay, I'm not a believer in organic food or anything like that, but I still want good food. Okay, so, it's name brand stuff that I'm buying, if you will, but it's not organic or anything like that. I think he was talking about $10 or $12 a gallon of milk or whatever. Okay, to me, milk is milk. All right. Now, the other difference, and again, as Jason had put it, you've got the high-end stores, the mid-grade stores, the low-end stores. So being out in the country here, we've got a little bit different in the way of grocery stores. We've got a couple of local type chains, if you will, that are nearby. And then there's a Kroger. If I drive an hour into Knoxville, I could go see. But we also use something called the United Grocery Outlet. All right. And trying to figure out how they do it or whatever it is. But, my guess is this is kind of some of the overflow that the stores can't take. Food's perfectly fresh, perfectly good, everything of the sort. But it's, if the store's only got room for 500 pounds of beef and the distributor sends them 600, it's got to go somewhere. That's my guess where this comes from. But Mrs. Pinball and I figured out we've probably saved a couple of $1,000s a year shopping there. Now, every time we go, sometimes there's things they don't have. And all right, so then we have to stop at the regular grocery store to get it or whatever. But my point is, and you saw what I was buying. I mean, Johnsonville brats, okay? Those are usually $4.50 in the grocery store, and I'm getting them for $1.50. They're the exact same thing, except I'm getting a third of the price for them. So, I just look at it as being thrifty. That's it. And if I can get $189 worth of food, that is going to be way more than we eat in. For the most, that's way more meat than we will eat in probably a month and a half, easy, because it's only the two of us, okay? But it just goes up in the freezer and it gets rotated out. And if, like I said in the video yesterday, pork goes up to $3 a pound, I got 23 pounds of pork. If we eat a pound a meal, there's 23 meals out of that for us. So say a little bit extra, 20 meals of pork that I just bought. Okay, that's pretty much a year's worth of pork. So shop around, guys. And, for those of you who live in New England or who live in California, yeah, that's what it costs out here in Tennessee. So, like I said, real easy one for you guys this morning. Figured calm Saturday might be a good idea. Have a good weekend, y'all. Talk to you tonight. Live stream, 9 o'clock. We will see you there, hopefully. Have a good one. Pinball out.